Well, hey everybody. Welcome to a special episode of Take 10 with Shane and Michelle. Shane, why are we here tonight, girlfriend?
Let's see. 6 days counting down to go to Michelle's first cruise on Disney. Whoop,
Yes,
whoop,
everybody.
whoop.
Actually, when you said 6 days, I'm challenging her on that.
Are we
It
less than 6 days?
is actually the handy dandy Disney Cruise app, which
Oh,
I have loved, is got our countdown at 4 days,
oh,
4 hours, and 33 minutes.
really? Okay. What today is Monday, so wow. Okay.
So
Okay.
cute.
Wow, that's really close.
For those of you who have been following along with Take 10 with Shane and Michelle, yes, it's my first Disney cruise. We did a plug
I
for
can't
our
believe
cruise
it.
announcement a while ago when we watched the documentary of the beautiful new ship, the Disney Treasure. We talked about that and everything we were looking forward to. We went to Port Canaveral for a 100-day countdown to watch
That
the
was fun.
ships pull
Christy, have
out.
you ever done that? Have ever you gone to watch them go out?
I have only seen it in other cities.
Okay.
So when I've been in Fort Lauderdale watching them pull out, but no, I haven't gone. I don't know why. I should.
You're
That was
probably
fun.
because you're always on the boats, Christy. And you know what? We haven't even introduced you. Everybody, this is Christy from Pack Your Pixie Dust, and my personal travel agent for my first Disney cruise. Christy, welcome to Take 10 with Shane and Michelle. And we would love for you to tell the people a little bit about you, about what you do. And Shane and I both have some questions for you tonight, if that's okay.
I love it. I absolutely love it. Yeah. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so happy to be here. I love talking cruises. I love talking Disney cruise. I am a cruise enthusiast. Even my son, we've counted like the number of nights that he has slept on a cruise ship, not just Disney, but all cruise lines. And he's at over 230 nights on cruises. He's 12 years old. We just love to travel. We took our first Disney cruise with our son when he was 10 months old.
Well,
So
that's
I had
young.
cruised a lot, and that wasn't even his first cruise. That was his second cruise.
Oh my gosh.
We really like to travel, my husband and I, and really prioritize it in our lives. I have a podcast, the DCL podcast, where we talk cruising every week. You can find it everywhere podcasts are played. And then, as Michelle stated, I'm also a travel agent with a travel agency, a brick and mortar travel agency. It's like a real office somebody could go to. I mean, you won't find me there, but you could literally go to the office if you wanted. I've been doing that for over 14 years.
Why did you start? Why did you get into the travel agency business, Christy?
Yeah, so I'm also an attorney. So that is a question I get a lot. Like, what are you doing? And it was because my husband and I were on a walk and we had only been married a little bit, which is how I always know how long I've been a travel agent because it's the same number of years I've been married to my husband. We bought a lottery ticket and we said if we won this lottery, we were going to travel full time and I would be a travel agent. I would help people like plan their trips. We did not win the lotto, sadly, still have never won the lotto. So we are still working, and then I said, why don't I just become a travel agent? The people in my office, I knew they were mobile agents or outside agents. That's what we're called if we don't work in the agency. I knew they offered that type of experience. The travel agency was down the street from my house. I've known them. I knew them in the community for years and years. I've worked with that office before. So I just called him up and I was like, the owner, and I said, I think I want to be a travel agent. And he said, I think you would actually be good at that. He made me watch this horrible video, which was awful. And I've told them to this day, I don't know why I still became an agent with that dumb video. But I just told my husband, I'm like, I'm kind of obsessed. And I work for myself as a lawyer. So I'm able to spend my day how I need to. And it's been wonderful.
Awesome. Well, and aren't there a lot of like travel perks when you're an agent as well?
There are some. I think there's less than there used to be for
Okay.
sure. And there's a lot of agents now. And so they have to cut back. You have to be a bona fide agent, which means that you have made so many sales for most of the agent perks and most companies offer, because you have to have what's called an IATA card or a CLIA card, which is like a credential for the travel industry. And your agency has to vouch for you to say you are selling travel, that you are making this a career, that you're not just doing it for discounts. But yes, there are some good discounts. There are some good opportunities, and the opportunity to even experience things and maybe even write some stuff off on your taxes. Like for us, those are all really good experiences. And then when I experience more, I can help my clients pick the right thing for them.
Well, what a great transition. Help my clients pick the right thing for them. And I already kind of picked it because I knew that we wanted to go. And I think Shane and I, it was about a year in the making. She had always wanted me to go on a Disney cruise, and I always wanted to. It just never was the right opportunity. And then we saw the treasure. And we said, I think we need to try that one.
And what about the treasure is so exciting for you? I'm curious.
Well, I have to tell you, the theming, when they said this was the first ship where at the core of the design principles was the park attractions, that really inspired the ship, you know, having a son who had been a cast member, obviously the Haunted Mansion Parlour, and that's my favorite attraction anyway. And to be able to have that.
You're going to die at that bar.
Talk to us.
That bar is so on point. Like the theming in there, I can't think of another example where it was like this. Even there's the Star Wars bar, whatever it might be called, on the Wish. Very well themed. You know, the door opens, it's like whoosh, it makes a whooshing sound. But the Haunted Mansion bar is so, it's like the Imagineers just like went right into what they thought of when the ride was created. It just is so fantastic. And you know, I was able to do the preview for the treasure when she first came out through the agency, and they had one of the Imagineers come in, the Imagineer who originally created the design for the Haunted Mansion. She actually was able to help discuss the wallpaper in there now. So when you go into that bar, just look at the wallpaper and know that the woman who helped create that was on the ship. She was the loveliest woman, and she just explained what an amazing opportunity it was for her to be able to do this and to work with Walt and to fly in the plane with him. And now you'll know there's a little backstory of the sweetest woman who created that design that ultimately went into the wallpaper.
As soon as I see the wallpaper, which it sounds like, Shane, we wanted to talk to Christy about must-dos. Haunted Mansion Parlour is at the top of that list.
I mean, if you're a Haunted Mansion enthusiast, you absolutely have to go in there.
We've got Haunted Mansion dresses. We've got purses. We've got loungeflies. We've got ears. We are doing it up.
We're decked out, ready to go a couple of times, I'm sure.
I'm just saying that sometime in the future, you guys might need, one of you might need to do a Haunted Mansion vow renewal on the treasure going forward, or on, maybe it's on the Destiny. Just saying, it's an opportunity.
Parlour, I heard through the rumblings, is on the Destiny as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I think that's where they're allowing, or they're doing, Haunted Mansion themed weddings and vow renewals. I'm just saying.
Okay. If Jack ever gets married, that's probably where he's going to get married. We did get, well, and Christy, you can talk to the people about this. We made a call to Disney Cruise Line yesterday. Shane and I were doing some planning, and we just decided to call them about the dining rotation request.
That's great. I'm surprised they talked to you, but I'm glad that they did.
They did. They talked to us. They put us down for the rotation that we wanted. I mean, obviously they said they can't guarantee it, but
no, it's a request.
Yes, it was just a request.
It was just a request. What else is when we think about the 12th, and you asked me that, we also wanted to do a 7-day, like if we're going to go, we're just going to go. And so we decided, since that one was one of the few Right
Yeah,
now,
they
there seems
don't.
to be a trend not to do 7 nights anymore. Talk about that.
They seem to just have one ship doing 7-night cruises at a
Yeah.
time. We're looking at it from the economics point of it. As a whole, Disney makes more money on shorter cruises that
Yeah.
are like burn and turns
Mhm.
because people come in, they get excited, they spend a bunch of money, and then they leave. And then the next people come in, they spend a bunch of money, they get excited, and then they leave.
Yeah.
And so, from a financial standpoint, I think that's what Disney is doing. I will say that the Destiny going forward, and maybe the Dream has some 7-night cruises, which are not going to be always. So there will be some, though, out of Fort
Okay.
Lauderdale. And that is a good move by Disney's point. They can't just have one ship doing 7-night cruises.
But no, I've never done anything less than 7.
Yeah. No, never?
Mm-mm.
How many cruises have you taken, Jane?
This is number 8 on Disney.
Excellent.
Yeah. I've done an NCL and a Royal Caribbean, and they're okay, but I prefer the Disney.
They're different.
Yeah. I just know the customer service side of it is just completely different. So
Yeah, you know what, too? The bedding. It's all about the bedding for me. Those bed sheets on a Disney cruise, there is nothing like it. There is no other cruise line that has anything close to those bed sheets. Those are some good bed sheets.
Did you order the bed sheets
They're $600. No.
for the bed sheet?
I mean,
Oh,
yeah, on
okay.
clearance. The $600, because they're fret sheets, so look them up. $600 are the clearance price because
Okay.
this is what all my friends and I have done. We'd come back from a Disney cruise. We'd be like, these are the best bed sheets ever. We look them up and the clearance price is 600 and like the regular price is 1,500. So no, I mean, you sleep in them every day. It's probably worth it, right? But no, I have not
right.
pulled the trigger because
Gonna draw
I'm
the
like,
line on that. Well, good.
Wow.
I'm looking forward to sleeping on those sheets.
I cannot wait for your report about the bed
I
sheet.
know. Okay.
I've seen a lot of shows on Disney cruises, and that is another reason why I go on Disney is just for the Broadway experience production. And I am so excited to see Moana. Like did you see it?
Yes, on one cruise I saw it twice. So like we
How
went
many times
to
have you been on the Treasure?
twice. If there is a matinee, you must go to it. And you must arrive a half an hour early
Okay.
because
Where should we sit is what I want to know.
I have sat in every seat. Like we sat in the first row, we sat in the middle, we've sat up at the top. It does not matter. It's
It doesn't matter.
fantastic.
Okay.
Everywhere you sit is amazing. Getting a seat's going to be really difficult. You have to get there a half hour early. And at least maybe, I mean, I would go monitor the line and figure it out, right? That show is so good. I would skip potentially a sit down dining time because your show is opposite of your dining time.
Right.
See that show a second time.
Well, that's good to know because we are hoping, the whole not knowing our itinerary
I know
has made it challenging for all the special dining and everything that we really arranged around the schedule that we thought we had.
Marvel is really getting a swafu on this, and we are big Marvel fans too.
Okay.
So we're Marvel, we're Coco, we're Moana, we're all in. So do you feel like it is not very good for Marvel on the ship?
I'm not a Marvel person, so I'm not the person to ask. Like I have never seen a Marvel movie. Sorry, don't hate me. Our podcast listeners make fun of me actually, and they're like, "Are you going to watch one finally?" Because I'm going on the Destiny next week, and I'm like, "No, I'm just going to stick with my not watching Marvel." So I understand a little bit about Marvel. My son loves going to the Marvel restaurant. The first night Marvel is the same as the Wish, and as a non-Marvel fan, it is clever. It is like something that can keep your interest.
Okay.
It is really good. And then the second night Marvel show actually also has some really cute things that make you laugh out loud.
Favorite food, Christy, of all the rotational dining, what was your favorite food between Coco, 1923, and Marvel?
Coco Night 2 is really good. And my favorite, they have the best desserts at Coco as well. But the best desserts even on the ship as a whole, like the dessert menu is so
Oh.
Cocoa Night 2, my favorite dish was the enchiladas, the pork enchiladas. Those pork
Okay.
enchiladas were so good. And then my second favorite menu is 1923 Night 1.
Oh,
And
that's
my
hopefully we'll go there. What first night? We'll
That's
see.
the first night.
Yeah, write this down. The pro tip is if you're getting the filet,
Yep.
get the potatoes from the lamb chop. You need
Potatoes from the lamb chop with the
potatoes
filet.
from the lamb chop. You need
Okay.
those
Yeah,
in your
that
life.
sounds like a winner.
You could also just get a side of lamb chop. They'll do
Oh,
that.
like Christy, I'm just like desserts. Just bring one of all, please. Just bring one of all.
And they will.
And they will.
I know.
I mean,
they
don't
do.
waste them. So don't get more
Oh,
than
no,
you
no,
would
no, we
be.
don't.
But there are some good desserts.
I know. Oh my gosh, I know.
That's why we're fasting this week. Okay. Other things not to be missed. And then we're going to get into some like any kind of last minute tips and tricks as we're prepping.
Yep.
But anything else that we shouldn't miss on the treasure?
Adults only, coriander and sage. Choose your adventure. Indiana Jones. Choose wisely.
Choose wisely. Okay.
You
Oh,
have
is that
to go
Indiana Jones?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
You
Joe's an Indiana Jones guy.
I'm not a shock of shocks, also not an Indiana Jones person. And I have seen that show twice. It is hilarious.
Okay.
And it will be one of the best nights of your cruise.
Isn't that just out in the atrium?
No, it's in Luna. It's not whatever Luna is called on
Is it
the
one of
ship.
the
It's
bars?
not called Luna. It's called something else. It's called Sarabi.
Sarabi?
Yes. Which is gorgeous. The whole Lion King mane that is around that theater.
Ooh,
It's really pretty.
cool.
So it's in there. It's like open
Okay.
air or whatever, but it's in there. And you have to get there early because those seats sell out too or get used up.
So what do I do? So talk to me then. So making sure I don't miss stuff. When I get on the ship, I do what?
You download, well, you'll have already downloaded your Disney Cruise Line Navigator app. And
I
then
will?
you will. Yeah,
already
it's
on-
on
you
your
already have it.
instruction sheet. It's on there because
Oh my
you
gosh,
already have your
Christy, send me an
countdown.
instruction sheet, and I keep asking her. Okay, but I've
That's
already downloaded it.
Yeah,
right?
you have downloaded because that's where your countdown is.
Oh, okay.
But also read my instruction sheet before you leave.
Well,
read
I
my
know,
tip
but
sheet.
I
You
wanted
should read
you
it.
to. I
I know.
wanted you to give some tips from it.
You should read it twice. So,
I will. I will.
but don't forget your passport. That's my number one tip. Do you
Okay.
tip sheet?
Final
Oh,
week.
the app. You're gonna
Yeah.
go through and like while you're eating lunch or while you're waiting in the line
On
or
the
something.
first day.
Yep. And you're gonna start hearting, putting as a favorite all the things you want to do. Just go through the schedule. And you should still look every day like up to the next day because there might be something that you've missed. But once you've hearted something as a favorite in the cruise line app, it will give you an alert 15 minutes before that event starts, or I think it's 15 minutes. And it'll remind you to go to it so that while you're on your cruise and having fun, you remember to go to it.
So I have another question, Christy.
Yes.
I don't know if you are a drinker or whatever, but was there a great drink on there now I'm a sweet girl and she is not a sweet girl, but so whatever you have on your palate there, what was the best drink?
God, if you are a sipper collector, like think the tiki room type things, the first day of the cruise, like the first place you go potentially, go to Skipper Society. And if you're interested in buying their souvenir cup, you have to get it. See, this is good that we're doing the show because I didn't tell you this yet, Michelle. You have to get that cup like the first second you get on board. And they may have one or they may not because it sells out like instantly.
Okay.
So it's like whatever the Skipper Society's tiki cup is. And
Okay.
actually the Haunted Mansion has several
That's what I was wondering too.
tiki cups. I didn't drink a lot of specialty drinks on the cruise. So I apologize because I do enjoy to drink. I am not the best person to tell you what the specialty drinks were, but the bartenders will know.
Because
We'll take one for the team and we'll be going.
Report back for sure. The bartenders will know. My other drinking tip is to go up to the Rose, which is where Enchanté and Parlour is, and order from the bucket. what is that bucket called?
Oh,
They'll know.
is it from the
Sommelier bucket.
like the sommelier bucket? Yes,
Yeah.
I heard about that. Talk
And
about that.
you can order a red, a white, or a sparkling. And as long as they have that drink in the sommelier bucket. So basically it's uncorked drinks from Palo or Enchante that they haven't served, or from the bar, I suppose, that
Yeah.
they didn't serve the whole bottle of.
Right.
Gotcha.
And so you might get a $30 glass of champagne or glass of wine, but you've paid like 15. I think the price went up to 15. You pay
Yeah.
15 for it
Okay.
instead of 19 or 25 or
Right.
30. So, and then once they pour it and you've committed to it, because like you commit it as soon as you say, I want red, sparkling, or white. Once they've poured it, they will tell you what the drink is.
Okay. We're allowed to bring our own bottles of wine on as well, right? 2 bottles.
2 per person.
Per
And it
person. Yeah,
has
we're
to be
paying it.
regular sized bottles.
Yeah,
It can't
I
be
figured.
like the jumbos.
The big jumbos.
But you can also, because you have a port that stop that Cozumel, right? And
First port.
and the Caymans, if you wanted to bring wine back on board, you could also bring wine on board in those ports.
Oh, okay. Good to know. That's
2
great.
bottles.
I love
I
that.
think 2 bottles, isn't it?
Yep,
Yeah.
2 bottles per person.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
When you bring your wine on, you do have to put it in your carry-on. So you cannot
Okay.
check it in,
Got it.
obviously, but also you can't. You have to have it on your person when you go
Yes.
through security. And then you can call room service and ask, and room service on Disney Cruise Line doesn't cost any delivery fee, doesn't cost any money. You should just tip them with either cash or ask them to bring the slip so that you can tip to your cruise account. And you can order wine glasses or champagne glasses from room service. They'll ask you how many you need. So sometimes I'll order, like, let's say I bring my own bottles. I'll just order 2 or 4 wine glasses at one time. Then I have them all. Your room attendant will just let them stay there unless you leave it out, like, take this, it's dirty,
Yeah.
right, on your counter. But yeah, you can get them in room service. You can also like roll up to a bar and ask for a glass of like a wine glass, but I do prefer the room service option.
Okay. Question on that. I'm sorry, Christy, go. I'm
I
sorry.
was just gonna say, I also think they'll bring you a corkscrew, but I've always just brought my own.
Have you been on a very Merrytime cruise?
I have.
Anything special about those?
Well, I definitely think you should go to the tree lighting ceremony, but it's very people-y. So depending on your people aversion, you want to be up higher if you are averse to people. But if you want to be in the people, be right there at the Grand Hall and be one with the people. So the tree lighting occurs the first day. There's also story time with Mrs. Claus. You do not have to be a child to go to it. And at the end of story time, there will be a special visitor, a character or something, who's always in like a little holiday outfit. The holiday outfits are the very best. That is my favorite part. So you can and let's say Minnie Mouse is meeting in the 4th floor or something, and you have dinner at 1923. You can pop out, see what she's wearing, run up sometimes, take a picture, and go back to dinner. Have I done that? Yes, I have.
Okay.
Yes, I have. Don't delay like your server's like meal situation, but tell your family your order or something like that. I've also arrived late for dinner to take pictures with the characters, and then my husband, I have to pre-order because I have allergy, so they've already received my order. But if I didn't, or if my husband arrives late, I just always have his order, and then we give it to the server, so we're not like delaying the process. But
Palo brunch for you, yes or no?
I love Palo brunch. I will say 1923 night 2 menu is not as good as 1923 night 1 menu.
That is our pirate night, though.
Nope. You're going to still have a 1923 night 2 somewhere else.
Oh, I see what you're saying. If we go okay. Yeah.
Pirate night is pirate night everywhere on the ship. The menu is the same. But 1923 night 2, whenever you're in 1923 another time, your third time, if that's the case, then that menu, I just feel like, there might be lobster on that menu, so you might have to ask your server. But is just not overall. My group didn't love that menu as much.
I was just going to ask. So we sometimes like to do some of the activities, and I don't remember. It's been since, oh my gosh, for a hot minute that we've been to a Merrytime cruise. Can you think of any special activities, Christmas activities that they do? You know, we always love the towel thing, doing the towel and whatever, but is there any very Merrytime Christmas? I can't think of.
There's probably an ornament making.
Okay.
Of some sort. I would imagine there's something like that.
Well, Shane, our new friends are going to see our ornament from Take 10 with Shane and Michelle. We've got special Christmas ornaments that we made that we're going to be handing out. So
I want to see one.
Yeah, hold on, time out.
Let her pull that. Yeah, we did a short video last night about that. We're in one of the Facebook groups for the week that we're going. And so we've met a lot of people.
Oh,
and so we said, come up and say hi. And we made these special Disney treasure with the characters.
All right, Michelle, they are in the Disney cruise bag.
So okay, bag good. Is adorable.
That's what we will be traveling in. This is what the front looks like. It's the treasure.
Oh my God. That was really
and loud. Some of them are kind of hard, but there's 10 hidden Mickeys on the cruise ship for Take 10 with Shane and Michelle. And then on the back.
Do they say the treasure on them?
It does. It says the treasure right on the ship.
Yeah, it says treasure right on the ship. Let me see if I can open this one up and show you.
How did you make those?
I designed them and then I had somebody make them for me. And then on the back side is our scan code for our website.
That is so cute.
Our YouTube channel. And the front side is, it says treasure on it. And there's really 10 hidden Mickeys on the front.
I love that so much.
It says a very Merrytime surprise. Find our 10 hidden Mickeys. Scan to unwrap our Disney treasure. Welcome and recap. Comment to win. Take 10 with Shane and Michelle.
Yep.
That is so cute.
So we've got some fun swag on there. We're not doing the fish extender groups. I can't deal with that for my first cruise.
That's just a lot of extra anxiety.
We're going on this thing by a wing and a prayer at this point that we made it to like actually leave on Saturday for it.
Yeah.
We've been so busy. Well, I did the stay up till midnight, Christy, like you told me if I could, I did. You know what my saving grace was? I was in the Arkansas. I was in the Central Time Zone.
Oh, so that's easier.
It was easier. I was up to 11. I got group 17 at 12:30.
I mean, for a first-time cruiser is fantastic.
That's what everybody said. They said
I get on at noon.
I know. The people in our week on the Facebook group, they go, "Girl, you said it's your first cruise. How'd you get 17?" I said, because at 12 midnight. I hit submit on that.
I know. I was like, well, it's up to you. How important is it?
You did. Christy was like, it's up to you. But you know, I knew I was getting on the ship. I just wanted to get as close to Shane as I could. That's why I stayed up.
Yeah, you did. You did excellent.
No, it's super smart. That's a really good idea. And you have to just keep cruising so that you're Pearl one day and you don't have to have a port arrival time.
I'm in my cruise era. I'm already
I'm so glad. Also, Shane, I think this may be bad of me to say, but I think you have to give Michelle your gold gift, your castaway gift for, the little bag, because you already have one. Although, actually, give her maybe a different one because this one you're going to like
a nice bag. She got a better bag than I did, Christy.
Somebody sent me a bag.
Somebody sent her. I want her bag.
Oh, what?
It was a castaway. Really cute, pretty.
Yeah, but wait till you get the gold gift on this is the second. So you're going to get a bag or something as Shane will as your castaway club gift. But then you're also going to get the gold bag, which is the reusable, like the wet dry bag. You have one of those already, right?
I have them from the Castaway Key.
So I do hoard that wet dry bag, but the rest of my Castaway Club gifts I give away now. So I ask people in the cruise group who's a first time cruiser, and we give them to like the bag to someone, because I just bring my own because I have them, right? Like I know some people will take them for the cruise and then give them away at the end. No, I'm not going to do that. I want you to have this bag for
I
your
use
cruise.
my last one I got, I use for my gym bag.
Perfect.
I use that one for my gym bag.
What do you do with all the other gifts that you have from all the other ones?
You know what? I couldn't even probably find them.
You kind of just, through the years.
You just kind of, it just depends on what they are too. That's the other thing. Your DVC, Christy. Do you go to the DVC things on the cruise?
You know what I usually do?
Okay, because they typically give a gift card out. So that's why I typically go.
That's good.
Right. And they'll do give out some other prizes sometimes too.
Yeah. Oh, that's fun.
And I do always say, if somebody was going to buy DVC, you should buy it on a cruise.
That's where we bought ours. We got 2 rounds on there.
Marceline Market versus Festival of Foods.
Festival of Foods all day long.
Okay. Got it. Yep.
That's down by the pool?
Yes. And you have to get there.
The kids say the tacos were the best.
The tacos are so good. They're so good. I actually almost always at this point skip one of the Marvel dinners and I go and have Festival of Food Taco Bowl for dinner that night while my husband
skip Marvel Taco Bowl. There we go, Shane.
Wait, what do you think what the movie theater on?
Oh yeah, there's 2 of them.
Watch a movie? You did?
I have not.
You haven't? Okay.
But watching movies isn't always my thing. But it's a bummer. You guys are 1 week too early because otherwise Zootopia would be on your cruise.
Well, we might
I thought they said it might.
We've got a preview before. Star Wars wasn't out yet, and we saw Star Wars.
Yeah, they'll sometimes have it, but because this isn't a movie theater, sometimes they'll get it at midnight the day before. But it really has to depend too. Yours is going to be too far before. The thing is that if I was a moviegoer, I would do it. My husband and I, when my son was 10 months old, we took him to the nursery and we saw Frozen at the movie theater on the Disney Fantasy. And my kid went to the nursery for that particular hour or 2 hours rather. And it was lovely and I'll never forget it. But I'm just less inclined to see a movie on my own, but I do sometimes order room service and put on like Sweet Home Alabama on demand on my Disney cabin.
I'm doing room service.
I have done that several times.
And we're making Rob take one for the team and go to Hooks Barbary. We're definitely going to get a drink at Hooks Barbary.
Very good.
And we're doing the spa. We're doing.
Oh yeah, we bought the rainforest. The whole thing.
Yeah,
we did.
You know, the rainforest for this class of ship is really good because there's not as many adult spaces and relaxation spaces on the ship. Oh, but write this down.
I'm writing it down.
Deck 13, I think, is forward is where the Chippendale pool is. And you have to go to that pool. It is typically very quiet. There's like a big covering. It's like the alternative because we don't really get a good adult-only space on this class of ship.
The Chippendale pool?
Yep.
When
like
she said that,
I know there's not.
My mind
this is not the Australian dancers.
Direction.
This is Disney.
I know it was a Disney cruise. What? This isn't Virgin Voyages.
Not Virgin.
We're going to go on that one too.
You should. Virgin Voyages is great, actually. They're
both
garbage and they're not comfortable. But you should go on Virgin Voyages. I agree. Their food is really good. Their service is really good too.
I heard. Yeah, it's great. I know we got to do that. All right. We have gone really long. We really appreciate you.
Yes.
Christy, we're going to put all of the information for you in our show notes. Where can people find you?
You can find me all over the internet at Pack Your Pixie Dust. So I'm the most active on Instagram, but you can find me on Facebook. My website, packyourpixiedust.com, has a link to contact me if you wanted to work with me going forward. Talk to me about something else. So that's where you could find me. Thank you for having me on. This was so much fun.
Yes.
We appreciate you. Maybe I'll be able to share my first time trip with you through one of your platforms in the future.
I would love that.
Yeah, and I would be happy to do that.
I think we need an episode on the Merrytime offerings for sure for this year's Merrytime offering. So I think that would be
Hey,
a
put
lovely.
us on the
Yeah,
calendar.
Yep.
We like to talk, so we're good there. So thank you everybody for tuning into this, Shane. It is now officially 4 days, 3 hours, 38 minutes, 7 seconds to
Amazing.
the Disney Treasure Very Merrytime Cruise. Can't wait.
Well, we better get to bed because we're not going to sleep when we're on the cruise. So we
Oh,
better get
no,
some sleep.
not
Oh,
at
you
all.
will sleep. That bed, remember, the bed
I
is
know
the best.
sheets.
I'm
The
going to get a
sheets.
second
Now
job so
I
I
have
can
never
afford
really
those
noticed the
sheets.
sheets, Christy, until you
No,
said that.
I
But
am.
now
I'm getting a
I'm
second
gonna think about
job.
that.
Wait till next time. Now you're
Yeah.
you get in those sheets. Anyway, ladies,
Yeah.
you have the best cruise. I can't wait to
All
hear
right.
about
Well,
it.
Thank you
so
for all the
much.
planning, Christy. Appreciate
You're
you. You
welcome.
know I'm place holding on this one because I got 2 more in the works. So appreciate you for that. I didn't tell you about the middle of September Destiny. Okay, that's I got to tell you about that one. Shane, I think that's a wrap.
All right. Let's make all of our moments magical, Michelle.
In Florida, Disney Cruise Line and beyond, everybody. Take 10 until next time.
Like, subscribe. We'll see you next time.
Sounds great. Bye.